I'm Bel Pesci. I'm a writer and entrepreneur. And in today's episode of Bel's Journal, I'll tell you how you can make people more interested in your project even before you have crazy results for it. So here's the deal. Whenever you're starting a project, things takes time, right? You need to take some time to structure things, to try things, and then you start having some results that you can actually show externally. And every time I start a project, there's people that come and say, "Hey, I would love to help out. I would love to get involved. I would love to be closer." But then I used to have this question that I want people to be closer, but I know that the beginning of every single project, things are more backstage. There's not a lot to share externally. Things are more internal when you're learning things. So I decided to do something to keep them close at the same time that I show some progress even on the backstage. Every 2 weeks, I send an email to some people who want to know more about my project, showing progress. And these messages can talk about anything. Let's say you have a startup and you are on the last stage to get to an incubator. Great, you can give that as the summary of the progress for those 2 weeks. Or you can say, hey, I just found this amazing partnership with this great person that will help my business get to whatever. So, anytime you have something to share, and not really uh, at the time you have something to share, but you accumulate things for 1, 2 weeks, or it can be a month, and you put all of that in a summary. Of course, you want to share useful things, right? You won't share, I'm talking to 50 people, and then no one is a true partnership. You want to share useful things, or it's really interesting as well to share actionable things, something that you're doing that the person who is reading potentially can help you go faster through that. So let's say you're looking for a vendor who will build something, you can put it there, and maybe the person will think, oh, I have that person, right? And that's gonna help you get closer to your goals. And today you can even do it. You don't have to do it through email. You can do it through a Facebook group, or you can do it through WhatsApp. You can find whatever is better, considering the people who are following your business and how they want to help. But usually I do that with not lots of people, just people who are interested in helping out. And this project itself is a good thermometer to see if people are really interested in helping out, because you test engagement, you see whoever reads it, you see whoever answers it, and you give an opportunity for people to help out even when you're still in the backstage time. So, this is one tip that you can use to bring people closer to your project, people who want to be closer to your project, even before you have huge external results, even while you're building things that are not public. And then maybe you can even make those things go faster because of sharing some of those things with the right people at the right time. So if you found that this story reminds you of something else, comment here. I would love to know any comments you have about insights you got from this story, or about some story you may know of someone that may have done something different but similar to this. I would love to learn more. And if you're asking me, great, I like the way you see things in everyday life and put those on your journal. I would love to develop this way of seeing things. How do I do it? Very simple. Start a journal yourself as well, and start looking at things, observing even the most simple things, observing in a new way. Also, another good tip is to get this story that I just told you and tell to someone. You know what happens when you do that? When you tell a story, you end up stressing the points that really stuck with you. And you start to train your brain and your eyes to see points like that more often, which is really, really cool. I'm Bel Pesci. I'm an entrepreneur. I have several social media channels. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, on Periscope, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, in all of those channels, I'm Bel Pesci. You can also get to know all my projects through belpessi.com. And if you're wondering, but what do you do? I'm a businesswoman, I'm an entrepreneur, and I have four businesses. I have a publishing company, I have an education startup called Fazinova, I have a technology startup called bdream.me, and I have an agency, an ad agency, digital agency that takes care of my projects and other projects as well. Thanks for watching and see you in the next Bell's Journal.